Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
The threat that North Korea continues to face is quite real and ever-increasingly looming. Herbert McMaster has maintained that this threat is at a critical level as of now. McMaster maintained that a threat of an all-out World War III was becoming a reality day by day. He said, "I think it's increasing every day. It means we're in a race. We're in a race to be able to solve this problem. There are ways to address this problem short of armed conflict, but it is a race because he's getting closer and closer and there's not much time left. The greatest immediate threat to the U.S. and to the world is the threat posed by the rogue regime in the north and its efforts to develop a long-range nuclear capability. So, it's immensely important that we work together with all of our allies, partners, everyone internationally, to convince Kim that the continued pursuit of these capabilities is a dead end for him and his regime." Just last week the Kim regime fired an intercontinental ballistic missile that flew over 1,000 feet higher than their previous launch that took place in July. These missile launches have been occurring for some time now, without any permission from the international community. These latest developments come at a time when Russia announced that North Korea would be willing to negotiate with the United States so long as Russia gets a seat at the table for negotiation. Specifically, if the Russian President Vladimir Putin gets a seat at the table. A top member of the Putin regime, Vitaly Pashin, said, "Pyongyang is currently ready to conduct negotiations with the U.S. with the participation of Russia as a third party. Because of this possible change in negotiations, the United States has been ramping up our defense and military operations," the Daily Star reported. Vigilant Ace, a massive joint war games, kicks off today as the U.S. and South Korea rehearse for battle with Pyongyang. Hundreds of aircraft and thousands of soldiers and airmen are taking part in the drill, which is one of the biggest ever of its kind. U.S. and South Korean forces will be rehearsing for a full-scale war with North Korea. Nuclear fears have reignited as Kim fired his latest missile last week, his biggest and most powerful yet, the Hwasong-15. And there are now fears Kim could be readying the dreaded Judgebird, his most shocking weapons test to date. U.S. President Donald Trump will be looking to flex his muscles as he dispatches his most deadly fighter planes to ready for war in Vigilant Ace. At least 230 warplanes from both the U.S. and the South will take part, alongside 12,000 U.S. troops and airmen and at least 4,000 expected to represent Seoul. The drill lasts from today until December 8 with aircraft flying over 8 airbases and across the Korean peninsula. U.S. commanders have downplayed the drill, claiming it is regular and not a direct response to North Korea. Trump's crown jewels of the drill will be the state-of-the-art F-35 Lightnings and F-22 Raptors leading the U.S.'s wing during the drill. Both fighter jets outmatch anything in North Korea's arsenal and could win most of the war against Kim by themselves. F-35s can fly at speeds of 1,200 miles per hour and are capable of carrying nuclear bombs and bunker busters. Meanwhile, the F-22 can hit speeds of up to 1,500 miles per hour and are armed with Vulcan miniguns and Sidewinder missiles. Other aircraft including more fighters, bombers and spy planes will also take part along with commandos from the U.S. Marine Corps. North Korea always rages over the drills on its border, claiming they are rehearsals for invasion. U.S. forces have been flooding into the Pacific this year with warships, warplanes, missiles and the Army all on standby. Vigilant Ace 18 highlights the long-standing military partnership, commitment and enduring friendship between two nations, the U.S. military said. The statement added, "It is designed to ensure peace and security on the Korean peninsula, and reaffirms the U.S. commitment to stability in the Northeast Asia region." Vigilant Ace comes after Donald Trump warned he would take care of North Korea following the missile test. The Kim regime of North Korea is the epitome of a terrorist organization, and the policy of the United States does not negotiate with terrorists, and they should not with North Korea regardless of who comes to the table to negotiate. The United States is already doing well in the fight and they should not change now. With President Trump in office, The likelihood of war is greater, which is not necessarily a bad thing. This administration will no longer follow the past administration and stand silently by while North Korea continues to instigate the United States. If we were to go to war with them, there is no doubt who would end being the winner. Share if you agree the United States would win under the Trump administration. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.